telemarketing. It's the fastest growing industry in America. There are over 67,000 telemarketers in the state of New Jersey alone. A professional, well-trained telemarketer using an effective program can be vital to the growth of a business. The NCI telemarketing program, which includes phone scripts, an objection flip chart, and reporting and callback tools, is a time-tested and proven method to aid in the growth of an accounting firm. This program is designed by NCI to comb through the general business population and identify prospective clients who fall into one of three categories: prospects with no accountant, prospects unhappy with accountant, prospects willing to compare services and fees. For your appointment setting efforts to be successful, a persistent, consistent effort should be maintained. The goal is to make as many phone contacts as possible and set appointments for your firm's client service representative with prospective clients. Before we concentrate on the scripts and other tools provided to you by NCI, let's examine appointment setting basics. As previously mentioned, your goal is not to actually sell accounting services, but rather to generate enough enthusiasm about your firm's accounting services that you set appointments for the client service representative. As a representative of a professional accounting firm, you're expected to dress appropriately according to the customs of the firm. You're an important member of the team, and professional dress will make you feel professional. Each hour of your shift will be divided into segments. The first 40 minutes will be used to make calls. During the next 10 minutes, you'll complete that session's paperwork. The last 10 minutes you'll spend away from the phone for downtime and refreshment. Your goal during your 40-minute call time is to make at least 20 dials or calls. Statistically speaking, the more dials, the more appointments, and the more appointments, the more sales. In a typical 4-hour shift, you should be able to set at least one appointment. Your prospects should include small to medium-sized businesses, but not doctors or lawyers who are hard to get business appointments with, chains or financial institutions who typically have branch accountants, or of course, other accounting firms. It's important that you speak only to decision makers. Our phone scripts will help you identify those people so you don't make appointments with unqualified prospects. It's also important to never badger a phone contact. As a matter of fact, you'll only overcome 1 or 2 objections per contact. You'll want to find an opportunity that already exists, not try to create one. More about that later. The attitudes you want to convey on the phone are professionalism, speak clearly, be brief and to the point, believability. In an effort to gain the phone contact's trust and confidence, you need to know your accountant's background and firm's history as well as services offered. Review the client's service agreement to familiarize yourself with your package of services. It's also helpful to know a bit about your competition. Enthusiasm. Smile as you speak. It will come through in your voice. And finally, sincerity. Practice your presentation so it doesn't sound mechanical to the prospect. As you begin your shift, be sure your work area is set up with your comfort and convenience in mind. Display these 3 papers for easy reference. Rules for appointment setting, 10 commandments for appointment setters, and features of our services. Since it's critical to stay organized and ahead of the paperwork game, you want to be prepared to make entries on some of your paperwork while on the phone. The first is the daily report. As you can see, you'll make tick marks in the columns during each 40-minute calling session. Column 2, answering machines, is for the number of times you leave a message on an answering machine. We'll discuss the message you'll leave shortly. You'll place a mark in column 3, contacts, each time you actually speak to an owner or decision maker. Column 4, appointments, is for the number of appointments you're able to make for your client service rep. It's very important to keep up with what we label callback and ticklers. In addition to marking them in this report, you'll place the call information in 2 boxes, which can be purchased at any office supply store. The callback box will have daily separators, and the tickler box, monthly separators. Check to see if your accountant prefers you use Outlook, ACT, or some other contact management software. Callbacks are prospects who say,
"Call me back in 2 weeks."
First, put a tick mark in the callback column. Then, make an index card in the callback box with a callback date, prospect's name, business, and phone number. Then, insert the card in the correct callback date. Ticklers are for prospects who say,
"Call me in 3 months."
As with a callback, make a tick mark in the appropriate column on the daily report, then insert an index card in the correct month in the tickler box with the callback dates, prospect's name, business, and phone number, as well as any other notable facts concerning the call. Another form you'll keep handy while making your calls is the appointment report. When you make an appointment for your client service rep, fill in the information on the top of the form based on your conversation with the client. Under the Appointment Setter's Comments section, be sure to include any information obtained during the call which will better prepare the client service rep to make the sale. There are 2 other forms you'll complete during the 10 minutes after the call section of each hour. We'll discuss those soon. NCI has furnished your firm with a variety of phone scripts to use in your first contact with prospective clients. We'll highlight 2 of those scripts in this video. The first script we'll use is for new businesses. Let's follow along as Jennifer makes a call.
Good morning, my name is Jennifer. May I speak to Tom Wright?
This is Tom.
Tom, I'm with Garden Accounting Service. We're a local accounting firm that concentrates on the needs of small to medium-sized businesses. The reason for my call is I'd like to see if we may be of assistance with regard to your accounting and tax needs. We would be happy to meet with you at your place of business. Which would be more convenient, days or evenings?
Well, first of all, it's funny you should call right now. I was just speaking to my wife about hiring an accountant. Can you stop by at 9 a.m. Friday morning?
Our client service representative, Joe, will be happy to meet with you on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Let me verify a few things. Your address is 253 Main Street in Woodbury?
Yes.
Do you have a website, and can I have your email address?
Sure. It's wrightsteamcleaning.com, Tom Wright.
Mr. Wright, who will be involved in making a decision regarding hiring an accountant?
Well, that would be my wife and I.
Will she be present at the meeting?
Sure, I can have her there if you'd like.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Joe will see you Friday morning at 9 o'clock. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I'll see you then. Thanks.
Goodbye.
Now that the appointment is set, and as long as it's at least 3 days in advance, the appointment confirmation card is completed and mailed to the client. Don't forget to email confirmation the day before the meeting. Jennifer knows how important it is to complete the appointment report properly and clearly. In this case, under Appointment Setter Comments, she'll mention that Mr. Wright's wife will be at the meeting and that they will be discussing the need for an accountant. Don't we wish they all were this easy? Using a different script, let's examine how to handle challenges that may be encountered.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer. Am I speaking with the owner?
This is Catherine.
I'm with Garden Accounting Service. We're a local accounting firm that concentrates on the needs of small to medium-sized businesses. The reason for my call is I'd like to see if we may be of assistance with regard to your accounting and tax needs. We would be happy to meet with you at your place of business. Which would be more convenient, days or evenings?
Well, thank you for calling, but we already have everything we need in-house with QuickBooks.
Many of our clients do as well, but there are many important issues that QuickBooks cannot do, such as advise you on what deductions are legal for your business, or help you interpret the tax laws, and how to save more money. These are just a few of the many benefits we can provide. It will only take about 30 minutes of your time. Which would be better for you, days or evenings?
Well, you made a good point, but can you tell me a little bit more?
Actually, Joe, our client service representative, would be happy to fill you in on the full scope of our services. He can meet with you at your convenience.
Well, let me check my calendar here, and let's see. Okay, how about Thursday evening at 7:30?
Thursday at 7:30 p.m. will be fine. If I may, I'd just like to verify a few things for Joe. Your address is 400 South.
As we mentioned before, appointment setting is a numbers game. Always be professional and gracious, and don't badger the prospect. You're looking for existing opportunities, not trying to create interest. A word to the wise. If you find you're beginning to get a lot of no's, it could be that you've moved away from using your call scripts and objection flip chart. The system outlined in this video is time-tested and proven to work to set appointments. Now let's watch as another appointment setter, Bob, uses one of the scripts designed by NCI for existing businesses.
Please leave your message after the tone. When finished, hang up or press the pound key.
Oops, we've reached an answering machine. No problem. We want to leave a message that doesn't give too much information but generates interest, like this.
This is Bob Thomas calling. Please call me at 555-4488 between the hours of 9 o'clock a.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. Thank you.
On your daily report, put a tick mark under the dials and answering machine columns. On to your next call.
Hello, I'd like to speak to Mr. Davis.
Who's calling?
This is Bob with Garden Accounting Services.
And this is in reference to...
We're contacting business owners to offer a free evaluation of their accounting and tax needs. We've been able to save money and time on taxes for many business owners. Maybe your boss might like to know about this.
One moment, please.
Jim Davis.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. My name is Bob Thomas. I work with Garden Accounting Service. We're a local accounting firm that concentrates on the needs of small to medium-sized businesses. The reason I'm calling is our market research has indicated that many business owners are overpaying their accountant based on our fee structure or are not receiving as many services as our firm provides. We would like to offer you the opportunity to compare our services with those that you are already receiving. We strongly feel we can save you time and money on your bookkeeping and tax work. Would mornings be a good time, or would afternoons be more convenient?
Well, we have an accountant we've been using for years and wouldn't think of changing.
I'm not surprised to hear that. Most good business people do have accountants. Wouldn't you agree it makes good business sense to compare the services and fees just to make sure you're getting all the help you need at a reasonable rate?
No, we're very satisfied with her.
May I ask what type of services she is providing?
She files my taxes throughout the year.
We have a comprehensive program that encompasses all of these services. Monthly bookkeeping, including monthly profit and loss statement, form filing to all tax authorities, unlimited consultation to discuss your business and accounting needs at no extra cost, tax planning and preparation of all income taxes, and pickup and delivery or internet transfer of all of your records, all for one reasonable monthly fee. Don't you think it makes good sense to compare the cost and value of your current services with the package we offer?
Yes, now that you mention it, it sounds like you offer a number of services she doesn't.
Great. Would Tuesday morning be a good time? Say 10 o'clock?
Yes, Tuesday is fine. I'll see you at 10.
After your 40-minute call time, use the next 10 minutes to make sure your paperwork, including the daily reports, appointment reports, confirmation cards, and callback and tickler cards are in order. At the end of your week, complete the weekly report using numbers from your daily reports. Let's quickly review the basics of appointment setting that we've discussed in this video. First and foremost, as a member of your firm's sales team, the attitudes you want to convey over the phone are professionalism, believability, enthusiasm, and sincerity. Display and regularly use the rules for appointment setting, the 10 commandments for appointment setters, and features of our services. Use the phone scripts prepared by NCI. They are time-tested and proven to work. Use the NCI objection flip chart to handle the objections. Be diligent and organized with your paperwork. And finally, remember that appointment setting is a numbers game. The more calls, the more appointments. The more appointments, the more sales for your firm and commissions for you. There you have it, an effective appointment setting program designed to help your accounting firm grow. You, the appointment center, are an important member of the sales team. As a matter of fact, you make the first impression a prospect has of your firm. If you apply the principles and use the tools outlined in this video, we believe you will be a success.